Hello 7th standard students. Today in the grammar chapter we are going to see about finite and non-finite verbs. Finite and non-finite verbs. You know what is meant by verbs? Action, right? And this will be new for you. But if you observe and listen, and also if you practice it with examples, when you read more and more about this, it will be very easy for you. Let's go into the chapter, that is finite and non-finite verbs. What is finite verbs? And next we will be seeing what is non-finite verbs along with the examples. Okay, finite verbs. A finite verb shows agreement with the subject and is marked for tense. A finite verb shows agreement with the subject. The verb, it agrees with the subject. You know, the verb changes according to the subject. Yes or no? When if it is pronoun, the verb also changes. Example, adding s or es, right? So, and it shows the marked for tense. The tense also. What is the tense? Showing whether it is past, present or future. Finite forms of verbs. Of the verb love. Listen here. The finite verb love, how it is being used. According to the subject it is used. I love paradise. Now you see, when it is coming as she loves. Here love, here s is added. Paradise. Here Bob loved paradise. So here you can see verbs are modified. Okay, the first point is what? Finite verb are modified according to the subject. It will not be constant. It will not be fixed. It will not be permanent always. What is non-finite verb? A non-finite verb, also known as verbal, the other name is also known as verbal, is the term used to describe a verb that does not show tension. The verb does not show tension, means it will not change according to the subject. It will be used in such a way that the verb doesn't change. In other words, it is a form of verb that does not act like a verb, or it is known as the verb type needed to form at least one sentence. And it will not be looking like a verb. How it is? Let's see. Difference between finite and non-finite. A non-finite verb does not change according to its subject. Listen here carefully. Non-finite does not. Non-finite does not. Finite does. Okay, so non-finite does not change its verb, but finite, it changes its verb. And listen, if you want to keep in a simple way, remember in a simple way, non, not. So it starts with n. So please remember. So if it is non, the verb will not. Right? Okay? Example, he likes to drive. They like to drive. The non-finite verb to drive remains constant. Here you see, to drive. In the first sentence and the second sentence, you see, to drive remains the same. What changes here? See here, likes, es is here only e is. While the finite verb like or likes changes according to the subject he or they, and it is change. So when the subject changes, even the verb changes. You would have already seen about subject-verb agreement. That's what really happens. So, once again I am reminding you, non-finite does not change its verb. But finite verb does change according to the subject. Good. Now, let's see about the categories, the types. Verb, finite verb, we have already seen. Non-finite verb, we have already seen. Okay. Now, there are three types under non-finite verb. First is gerund, participle, infinitive. Gerund, participle and infinitive. Here it is non-finite, but here it is infinitive. And probably you would have studied in maths, right? Infinitive. What is meant by infinitive? Yeah, it goes on. Okay, let's see about gerund, participle, infinitive. What is infinitive? An infinitive is a verb form that usually begins with to. It's a verb form. It's a verb form. Okay, and begins with what? To. It is used as a noun, an adjective or an adverb. It can be used as noun, adjective or adverb. Let's see. My mom loves to shop. My mom loves to shop. Here we have seen already, usually begins with to shop. Here it is noun, direct object. It is used as a direct object. For the noun, it is used as a direct object. Okay, so indirect object means here another object will be there, that is said to be indirect object. Okay, let's see. The best place to buy milk is the grocery store. Here it is an adjective, tells which one to buy. Milk to buy, right? Next, John's friends will stay here to eat. For what purpose? To eat. Tells about why. Here is an adverb. Here it is acts as an adjective. Here it is a for a noun. That's what it says. It is used as a noun, an adjective or adverb. But remember, it always begins with to. To. What is gerund? Gerund is a verbal that ends in ing and functions as a noun. Simple. Wherever you see ing, we can take it as gerund, but it acts as a noun. Very carefully observe this. It will be acting as noun, and we cannot consider that all the ing, the words which ends with ing, we cannot take it as gerund. But it's a clue that ing is a gerund. Okay. Gerund can be used as a subject, direct object, subject complement, and object of preposition because it functions as a noun. As it functions as a noun, so subject along with the subject, whatever it is related, we can take it. What is participle? A word formed from a verb. It is a word formed. It came out of the verb. What is verb? Action. Right? Action words. It can be used as an adjective. It can be used as an adjective. Example, you see. Burned toast. Burn, it is a verb. So, here it is used as an adjective. Burned toast. The toast which is burned. Working women. Many women are there, but working women are very few. Or it can be used as a noun. Good breeding. It can be used as a noun. This participle can be used as a noun as well. Sometimes they appear as a part of a phrase. Has been, is going. It's a form of a verb. Let's see. In this, under this participle, past participle is there, present participle is there. What is past participle? Which has happened already. What is present? Which is happening right now at this moment. Okay, let's see. Definition. A past participle is a word that is formed from a verb. It is formed from a verb. How it is? See, P-A-I-N-T. Paint is a verb action, right? Formed from a verb. It is used as an adjective or for the verb sentence. It can be used as an adjective. Here it is used as an adjective. See here. Probably ends ed, d, t, en or n. Very carefully, please note it. Ed, d, t, en, n. Okay. So as it is past, we know that already. Ed, d, t is there. But participle extra en and n you have to remember. Like drunken, right? Okay, now his painted skin, ed, past, right? And participle in verb form. I have forgotten my lines, en. So it is a past participle. Okay, let's see about present participle. The present participle is a type of verb that describes an action that is occurring during the current time. That is, which is happening right now. I am teaching. Right now it is happening. Okay? And may be modified by different verb tenses to reflect whether the action is continuous or complete. And the verb can be modified whether it is happening or it is complete. Let's see. The difference between present and past participle. The present participle, you know, present ing is adding ing to a verb. It is eating, so he is eating. I am eating, so present participle. The past participle adding ed to regular verbs. Example, cook is cooked. Irregular verbs may have endings like ent, d, n, like swollen. So what is meant by swollen? Swell, right? When you hit somewhere, so it gets swell, right? So in past participle we will be using en. Can also function as adjective that modify nouns. Example, cut flowers. Sometimes cut, we don't have any other, cut wood, right? Okay. So here, difference between gerund and present participle. What is the difference between gerund and present participle? What is the difference between gerund and present participle? Gerunds function as nouns. Gerunds function as nouns. That is subject complement. We have already seen direct objects, indirect objects and objects of preposition. Even for the preposition. So now it plays a vital role. Present participle on the other hand, complete progressive verbs or act as modifiers. They modify the verbs, comes as a form of verbs. When you go through the examples again and again, it will be very clear to you. And in the Zoom sessions, we will see more examples. Then it will be perfectly clear for you. Thank you for watching this video.